Edgar Malroy opened a second metaphysical betting shop in Belfast on the Falls Road, a short distance from the headquarters of the Presbyterian and Methodist churches. As the doors were opened, hundreds of Protestants and Catholics were queuing up outside. Edgar Malroy made more money in the first day of bet-taking in Northern Ireland than he normally made in a month in London. Humani Vitae II rewrote the Vatican's view on birth control. Humani Vitae II stated that contraception was acceptable in God's eyes, provided that the condom used was itself sanctified. After opening the Northern Ireland metaphysical betting shop, Edgar set up the Doubt Fund. At a press conference he explained that from now on he would be putting 30% of the profits of his 2 metaphysical betting shops into the funds and donating the money to worthy causes. He began by buying St. Anthony's maternity ward 4 brand new incubators. He also started providing food on Sunday mornings outside his London betting shop for the homeless and down and outs, on the sole condition that they didn't talk about God. Sophia Alderson found references to Edgar in her Bible, particularly the Book of Revelations. Edgar Malroy was rather popular in the Book of Revelations. According to Sophia Alderson, she had found no less than 13 references to him. Edgar had been less than 10 feet away from Sophia when she had discovered that the Book of Revelations referred to him, for Edgar had begun making secret visits to her mental institution to watch her behind a one-way mirror with a Dr. Cunningham. Most of the time, the 2 men stood behind the one-way mirror. Sophia Alderson would be deep in prayer. Often Sophia Alderson prayed for 8 hours non-stop. She prayed beautifully. Whenever Sophia Alderson prayed, Edgar got a tiny erection, as did Dr. Cunningham. They were both in love with the nut. Every time Sophia Alderson prayed and he found himself with a tiny erection, Dr. Cunningham would tick his clipboard. "Good, good," he would say sometimes. Outside the mental institution, a small picket of nuts had gathered with illegible handwritten placards. The nuts, with their illegible handwritten placards, jeered and booed at Edgar Malroy's car, which had customised number plates. Whenever it drove past, the nuts outside Rainthorpe House believed that Sophia Alderson was God's messenger, etc., etc. Edgar's number plate read, "Who knows?" Edgar always grinned whenever he drove past the picket, for each and every one of the placard holders wore an "I've put my money where my metaphysics are" badge.